when the bell rings, John Gauthier will be here.
Well, let's start with John Gauthier first. John Gauthier was drafted from the Montreal Canadiens, and he joined the Flyers organization. And John Gauthier was a good defenseman. He could move the puck real well, and also he's a real character. He really fit in well with our team. He had a famous saying, as we discussed earlier, that when the bell rings, you know, he'll be there. So what did we do? We went out and bought him a bell in Oakland to make sure that we rang it. He'd be there that game. And my other buddy and teammate, Joe Watson, well, Joe Watson was with the Flyers for an awful long time. He's still with them as far as the organization is concerned. He was a good, solid defenseman. He was here for both Stanley Cups, a good friend and a great teammate.
We'll be introducing the starting lineup of that 1967 team here, along with their coach, Keith Allen. And we'll have that, the opening ceremonies, and Edmonton Flyers hockey coming up after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the 20th edition, the 86-87 edition of the Philadelphia Flyers. Number 27, Ron Hextall. Number 35, Bob Frost.
John Buckler and Ted Green.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to announce another starting lineup, it's my
The coach of that Western Division champion, later to be the architect as the Flyers general manager of 2 Stanley Cups, Keith Allen. There they are. Now we're going to ask the current Flyers captain, Dave Poulin, to come forward.
On behalf of the current Flyers team, I'd like to welcome the original starting 6 from that first Flyers team. They helped to build a foundation for a proud and successful organization and started a winning tradition that we're working hard to follow. Thank you. I'd like to call a starting lineup for tonight's game to make a presentation of a plaque to each player that started that night.
So the 2 starting teams, 20 years apart. Now I'd like to call back the respective captains, Dave Poulin of the Flyers, Wayne Gretzky of the Edmonton Oilers, for our opening face. Gentlemen, if you'll come over. Ladies and gentlemen, for our first anthem, we direct your attention to the Zamboni entrance, where Miss Lauren Hart will sing the Canadian anthem.
Patriot love in all thy sons. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this past spring, the country and the Flyers particularly lost the friendship of a great lady who played a marvelous role with this hockey organization and with America. We'd like to take this opportunity to honor her memory as we one more time ask you to join Kate Smith and sing God Bless America.
Brings a lot of memories back, especially for you, to see 6 of your former teammates out there.
Boy, I'll tell you, they ever age. What a great bunch of characters, but I'll tell you something, watching them walk out there, Bobby, an awful lot of their character has changed. They got a super set of noses.
There is a good collection.
There really was.
There, wasn't it?
That's before face masks and helmets.
Well, I think this is just like every other opening that's been instituted this year, one of which is the new goal crease. They have the regular crease that has been there for years, but they've added a semicircle on the outskirts of it that was tried at training camp, and that's supposed to cut down on the goaltending interference. In fact, they're going to try and call that a lot stiffer this year. They've had that rule on the books about interfering with the goaltender for about the last 3 or 4 seasons, but they have not really enforced it to that extent. So that is just one of them, the fighting and the high sticking rule, which we'll get into as play progresses. Referee tonight, Dennis. Starting lineup for Philadelphia, Poulin will be centering prop and Kerr.